Hey guys, MightyGazelle here to tell you guys that I have started a Patreon for my channel. I'm going to tell you guys what Patreon means, what it is, why I'm doing it, and what it means for my channel moving forward. I want to preface everything by saying that this is all 100% entirely optional. There's no reason you guys should feel obliged to do this at all. Patreon is first and foremost a way to donate to content creators, whether it's YouTube or any other kind of site. To help support them and the things that they do on their channels. As I've discovered in the recent times of doing these reactions and everything, costs kind of add up a little bit when you're subscribed to Funimation, to Netflix, and you're subscribed to Adobe for all their programs. And I thought that Patreon would be a good way to sort of help alleviate the cost a little bit, because it starts to add up after a while, and YouTube ad revenue does not pay what it used to. There's a whole other conversation to be had there. Plenty of other YouTube channels have covered it, but basically, Patreon's becoming more and more popular amongst channels and other content creators across the internet. What Patreon is you can, if you want to, this is, again, 100% entirely optional. This does not affect my channel in a negative way if you don't. But you can sign up to donate monthly sort of donations to my channel every month. I have a tier system set up, and what Patreon lets you do is it lets you set rewards for each tier so you can give back to the people that subscribe to you and on Patreon. I'm going to go through the options right now that I have, and I'll kind of dive into what this means for my channel. I have 3 tiers. I didn't want to make anything too high or anything like that. This isn't a get rich quick thing I'm trying to do. This is purely just to cover the costs of my subscription services that I apply to make these content for you guys. I have 3 tiers. One is a $2 tier, $2 per month. Mighty Citizen. Wearing a cape does not make you a hero. Doing acts of kindness for others out of pure sincerity does. Your support is not just accepted, it is deeply appreciated. For $2 a month, you will receive a shout out after each monthly update video on my channel. I'm going to bring back my monthly update videos. I haven't done it for the past couple months due to my vacation and other things. But at the end of that video, I will go through a list of all my patrons. I think that's the term, patrons. And give you guys a shout out. Thank you guys for supporting the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. So that's tier 1. Tier 2 is $5 a month. Same rewards, a burning desire for justice. You have realized you are capable of doing great things and aspire to go beyond plus ultra. You make up the backbone of those who desire to help others. I'm thinking about updating this one to adding more rewards. This is just to get out the gate. I want to hear you guys' feedback on these rewards. I'm going to talk about that again in a little bit because there's something I want to mention about that. And we have tier number 3 for $10 a month. Mightiest of Heroes. When you are in this tier, you know that your heart overflows with generosity and grace, matched only by your desire to do good and inspire others. You truly are the mightiest of heroes. In addition to the shoutouts every month, I will personally write you a letter thanking you for your contribution to Patreon. On this tier, if you do subscribe to this tier, it'll ask for your address, and that is purely for me to be able to write you a letter. Thank you. I'll personally write the letter and mail it to you. I thought that'd be kind of a fun, sort of unique reward that, I don't know, it'd be kind of fun. Hopefully you guys would enjoy that. So you might be thinking, there's not really a whole lot of rewards for these tiers, and you'd be right. I am very new to this idea of Patreon. Again, I didn't really think about doing this until somewhat recently, and thankfully you guys gave great feedback when I asked on my community poll if it was okay to sort of make a Patreon. You guys were very supportive about that, and I thank you. The reason is a lot of content creators, they'll put like $20 a month, $50 a month options. I don't want to like make people pay that much. I'm not even making people pay anything at all. That's why the most I have is $10 a month, and I have 5 and 2. I think that's more than enough to cover the cost of things on my channel if people do donate in that way. But a lot of people, they tend to make exclusive videos for Patreon members. Basically, if you were to like subscribe to a $10 tier, you would get access to videos early and things like that. I don't really like that method. I don't like having a paywall for my content for people to have to pay to see. all my content that I make on my channel will always be available to everyone. That being said, in the future, it'd be really cool to do like sort of a podcast that I could make just for the patrons. That'd be kind of cool. I'd have maybe some fellow YouTubers and maybe make a podcast. We could do that like once every week or two. That'd be a lot of fun. Again, there's still a lot of things I'm working out, but I have the bare bones, the core of what my Patreon is. Yeah, feel free to check it out. I have the link in the description if you haven't noticed already. I probably should have mentioned that at the very beginning. But yeah, it's Patreon. It's something that I've been kind of thinking about for a while. I wasn't really too sure about, but thankfully you guys sort of used your kind words to convince me that it's an okay thing to do. Again, I don't do YouTube for the money. I do it for fun. And that's why if anyone's generous out there and they want to help with the costs of my subscriptions that I have to use for the reactions and stuff like that, it would really mean a lot to me. And I'll thank you every month, obviously, after the videos, but just know that I am extremely thankful for everyone who, even if you're like in the $2 tier, that helps so much. You know, it's tough. I'm only 22 and I'm still kind of in between college and jobs and stuff like that. So I try to take the time to make these videos for you guys to enjoy, and it's so much fun. I'm so glad you guys enjoy them. And if you're feeling generous, feel free to jump on Patreon, even if it's just $2 a month. That'd be awesome. So yeah, whew. Not gonna lie, that went a little smoother than I thought it would. It's so strange asking people to donate for you. It's something that I don't feel comfortable doing. But thankfully you guys are so awesome, and even if you don't do it, I adore your comments every week. The very fact you watch my videos alone, man, that's like the coolest thing. And when you like give me feedback, and it really makes my day. So thank you guys so much. Check it out down below. Just kind of browse and check out. I made some cool little like pictures for the different tiers. It took some time to do that. It was kind of fun. So yeah, hope you guys think this is a cool idea, and for everyone who supports and jumps on, I want to thank you just right now. And I'll, of course, if you say you do it in the comments, I'll make sure to comment back to you. I always try to comment back to people. And yeah, until next time, this has been MightyGazelle, hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys, and thank you so much.